This is the circuit diagram for full wave rectifier. This rectifier requires center tapped secondary transformer. Here, two diodes are connected such that the load resistance RL is connected between common cathode and the center tap of the secondary. The diode D2 is forward biased and diode D1 is reverse biased. The current flows through diode D2, the load resistance, and the lower half windings. This current produces DC voltage across load resistance RL. Thus, for both half cycles, the current flows through the load resistance, that is unidirectional. This current produces unidirectional, pulsating, and continuous voltage across the load resistance RL. Since the current flows through the load resistance for full cycle of the applied AC, it is called full wave rectifier. During positive half cycle of AC input, the diode D1 is forward biased and diode D2 is reverse biased. The current flows through diode D1, RL, the load resistance, and upper half windings. This current produces DC voltage across load resistance RL. Now, during negative half cycle, the diode D2 is forward biased and diode D1 is reverse biased. The current flows through diode D2, RL, and the lower half windings. This current produces DC voltage across load resistance RL. Thus, for both half cycles, current flows through RL, which is unidirectional. The output of a rectifier consists of a small fraction of an AC component along with DC called the ripple. This ripple is undesirable and is responsible for the fluctuations in the rectifier output. The graphical representation shows the ripple in the output of a rectifier. The effectiveness of a rectifier depends upon the magnitude of the ripple component in its output. A smaller ripple means that the rectifier is more effective.